Hello everyone, I am Aphis Anime, and I decided that seeing as the new Ghost in the Shell live action movie is coming out in a few days, I'd give my own thoughts, my two pennies, because I'm British, you know. I give my basic thoughts on the whitewashing of the film. Um, it's just going to be a quick little ramble on what I think of it, and frankly, I don't care. A lot of people, as some of you will probably know, people have been a bit up in arms about the fact that Scarlett Johansson was picked to play the role of Motoko Kusanagi, and everyone's going, "Oh, she's not Japanese, or she's not Asian, or it's whitewashing. It's just throwing white actors into the film, even though there are Asian actors in the film." You know, you ignore that. No, it's whitewashing. Just only white actors. But for me, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, why would it be that big of a deal? Like, she looks like the character. She's done similar roles, like action roles before. Why not cast Scarlett Johansson? She seems like the perfect pick, wouldn't you say? Like the perfect kind of female actress to pick who's in Hollywood and people recognise. You got to remember this. With Hollywood, it is advertising. Like just having recognisable actors in your film can get more people to go see your film. Like if you see oh, Johnny Depp's going to be in this next big film, you're going to go watch it because you want to see Johnny Depp in a new film. Or hey, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in a film. You know who Robert Downey Jr. is. You're going to go see that film because you know he can put in a good performance. So who knows if it might be good because he's in it. Scarlett Johansson is another one of those scenarios. A lot of people know who Scarlett Johansson is. Whereas a lot of people were saying, "Oh, what about the I don't know the name of the actress. I apologise, but the actress who played the Asian character in Pacific Rim." Those who were saying, "Oh, she looks like her. Why not cast her?" Because not as many people know who that is. Like thinking on people who've seen the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Black Widow and that, Scarlett Johansson, and people who've seen Pacific Rim and the popularity between those two movies. Now, Pacific Rim wasn't a bad film, but a lot more people have seen the Marvel films and recognise Scarlett Johansson a lot more than the actress I can't remember the name of again. I apologise. So they're gonna pick an actress, and again, this is Ghost in the Shell, an anime movie, something that Hollywood isn't exactly going to be 100% confident in. Even with the success of the film, the fact that they're even making it is a bit of a risk because it's a different audience. So they're going to change the film, of course. But I'll talk about that another time, possibly another video. This is going to focus on the whitewashing for now, or the supposed whitewashing. One argument I've heard a lot of people saying is that, oh, well, why would you cast her in this role? You wouldn't cast blah, 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 like a white person and put the role of a black person. Now, this is a valid argument in some scenarios. For some characters, say, for example, let's take Captain America as an example. You need to cast a white person with blonde hair and blue eyes and all that kind of stuff. A white person, an American person, because it's a defining character trait of Captain America. He's meant to be a symbol of the patriotic American, all that kind of crap. You have to cast someone who's American. And again, so for a historical movie, you need to cast. For example, I saw someone talk about an example of you wouldn't cast a white person, Nelson Mandela. Well, no, you wouldn't, because Nelson Mandela is a real person and he was black. It'd be a bit weird and a bit jarring to have a white person play a historically shown black person. But with Motoko Kusanagi, the fact that she's Japanese isn't really a defining character trait. Like if you took Motoko Kusanagi and instead made her American, would her character change at all? If you made her black, would her character change at all? Not really. But say someone like Captain America, his character would change a bit if he was Asian, because he wouldn't be Captain America, he'd be like Captain Japan or Captain China. The reason the reason he looks like the stereotypical American is because he's Captain America. The only reason Motoko Kusanagi looks like a Japanese character is because they just set the film's just set in Japan. That's just the simple fact of the matter. She has a Japanese name, looks like a Japanese person, because the film's set in future Japan. That's the simple fact of the matter. The fact that she is Japanese is not a defining character trait, so it shouldn't really matter. But for some reason it does, because SJWs and whitewashing and equal opportunities and all that crap. That's a whole other can of worms, which I am kind of opening in this video, but I think it's just putting a point across the point that the race of an actor shouldn't really matter in this kind of scenario. My main point here is the fact again, I've reiterated this many times at this point throughout this video, that the fact that the race of a character, unless it's a defining character trait like with Captain America, you shouldn't really have to care. Now I have kind of there's an example of this kind of thing that does bother me a little bit. This is I'm sure many of you've seen the Death Note live action movie on Netflix. The fact they cast a black person as L. Now, yes, again, the fact that L's being Japanese isn't the defining character trait, it applies here. So you'd say, oh, why does it matter that he's a black character? Well, it's the fact that he's meant to be this. You see the character of L, and the guy they've cast looks nothing like him. Like with Scarlett Johansson, she looks like Motoko Kusanagi. They look similar. You put the two together and go, yeah, she could play that. But it's not like, oh my god, how could they? It's more saying like, really? That's one of those stories like, okay, that is kind of pushing a bit of an SJW kind of thing. But it doesn't bother me too much, just a bit, because it is a bit like, sure, it's not just because you want to have a black person in your movie. And also, awesome, they're casting Willem Dafoe's Ryuk. That's like no brainer. That's just an awesome decision. But yeah, I just made this because I just saw I was browsing 9gag and other sites, and just the fact that it's been such a big thing recently. I just thought I'd give my thoughts on it. So yeah, I've been Atheist Anime. That's been me talking about anime for once. See ya. And maybe I'll see you in theatres on March 30th or at some point around, because I'm definitely going to go see this, unless I see reviews beforehand that are like, oh my god, it's the worst movie of all time. Then, but yeah, I do hope to go see it, so maybe I'll see you in theatres on March 30th. But anyway, bye. The Earth video is being made, don't worry, it is having something done with it. So yeah. Anyway, bye.